Hello everybody, my name is Ilse and this is Hobbycar, the channel where I make videos about anime events and culture, mostly in South Korea. This week I wanted to bring you a video of the new Bang Dream Garupa Pico cafe in Seoul, but I went and I couldn't get in because the line was too long and I got there at 9:30 in the morning and I had to work, so I couldn't go, and if I go in the weekend it's insane. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more to go once the really intense hype has died down, but in the meantime I thought we would do something that I've been wanting to do forever. If you can hear the AC, I'm really sorry. It's really hot, so I'm not gonna turn it off. But basically what I wanted to do is do my own Bang Dream Girl tier list, because I have feelings, I have thoughts, and I wanna just let it all out. So this video is gonna be really long. I don't really care if no one watches it, and I don't really care if no one cares about my opinion, but it's just something I have to do. I have a lot to say. So basically I have the list here and I have my categories. Number one is best girl. There can only be one best girl, and we all know who that is, but I'll elaborate on that later. So we have best girl, then we have the category would buy their goods if I didn't spend all my money on Rinko. So these are girls that like I really like, and I would be as invested in them as I am with Rinko, but Rinko already exists, so I'm not. Then I have I love them, so characters I really like, characters that are great, characters that are good, characters that are okay, characters that I think are bad, and literally no. I didn't want to add a worst girl category because I have love in my heart for everyone in Bang Dream, but there are certain characters that I dislike more than others. So without any further ado, let's get started. I'm so excited. So without fooling around, we all know who is best girl for me. Let's do it. Shirokane Rinko. Let's talk about the many virtues of Rinko that make her best girl. Number one, she is beautiful. Number two, she plays the piano beautifully. Number three, she sings beautifully. But aside from that, which we could call superficial things, she is just incredible. She is thoughtful. She is kind. She is considerate. She is hardworking. She perseveres. She thinks of others. She is empathetic. She is just inspiring. She is funny. She is a good student. She's hardworking. I cannot think of a single bad negative adjective to think of to describe Rinko, except maybe she should have more self-confidence. But even then, I feel like she has reached that tier. Like, I feel like now she isn't really that shy character that she was first introduced at. She's like a boss, and she is so talented and amazing, and she seriously just inspires me in so many ways. She's such a great character. I don't understand why she isn't everyone's best girl. She's just so beautiful inside and out, perfection, thinks of others. I love she has like so much emotional intelligence. She's so supportive. She's always there to like help others out, encourage other people, and just like fulfill her own goals, get out of her comfort zone, do something when she feels afraid. And she just has so many beautiful qualities that make her best girl, perfection, my favorite character of all time. Yeah, she's just amazing. Oh my god, I don't have my Rinko ring on. Let me put that on immediately. So now we are done with literally like 5 minutes of describing why Rinko is like perfection, and if you have a different best girl, you literally like I don't understand. Let's move on to my second favorite character, which again, I would buy her goods, but I'm broke because I already bought literally every single thing in existence that I can buy from Rinko, so I can't afford it. But my second best girl is Yamato Maya. If you see, this is funny because in some of my first Bang Dream videos, I always talk shit about Maya. I didn't understand. I wasn't really like that familiar with the stories at that point. I hadn't read that much stuff about it. So I didn't really know who Maya truly was, but she is amazing. Again, I feel like she shares so many qualities with Rinko, but she's like a little bit more outgoing. Like she's so supportive, she's so knowledgeable, she's so talented, she's hardworking, she like puts herself out of her comfort zone, she pursues projects that she might be scared of, but she knows are gonna make her better. Like when she starts writing the column for the magazine, she doesn't believe in herself that she can be an idol, but like duh, she can be an idol. And she's like literally the most talented member of Paspare because she's the only one that could actually play well, aside from Hina obviously. But she's just gorgeous. I love her personality. I love that she seems more like regular, I guess, than other people. I feel like she's portrayed as more of like a regular girl, and I just adore her. She is amazing. I don't understand why more people don't like her. Oh, she is everything. As you can see, like I like girls that are more like have like a subdued design. I don't really like pink hair and stuff like that. No hate to Aya, but yeah, I love Maya and Rinko. I feel like they're the perfect combo. Anyway, after Miss Maya, Yamato Maya, we have actually after Maya and Rinko, it's kind of like a toss-up of like people I really like. So I would say after Maya, my favorite is Chisato. I really like her because she is a very, I think, realistic character. I prefer characters that have real personality traits rather than like too out there, and I think Chisato is very much like this. I think at the beginning everyone might think, I thought this too, like I thought Chisato was very stuck up. Like obviously she's a child actress, she's already kind of successful on her own, but I feel like she really grows on me and I like her a lot. I think the reason why I love Chisato is because she has her feet on the ground. She's like she seems like a real person to me, and like she can read the room. She has really good kind of like understanding of what others are feeling. She's good at like managing different situations. She's very poised. She carries herself very well, but she's also very supportive. And aside from the comments she has made to Maya regarding her glasses, I think that their relationship is really cute. And I think she is like kind of like tough because she has to be in the industry that she's in, but she is like, to me she just feels really well-rounded and like she would actually be like a real person. So I really like Chisato. She is super cute. After Chisato, in my would buy their goods if I didn't spend all my money on Rinko, is Mocha. Oh no, wait. So I mean, I didn't choose this sticker, but I pasted it on my computer for a reason. I really love Mocha. She's very down to earth. I feel like I am kind of similar to her in a sense. She really doesn't take herself or other things very seriously. Obviously, she does have like a serious side, but I think in the end, she kind of like understands the ridiculousness of life and like the ridiculousness of everything, and she kind of like tries to make things interesting on a day-to-day basis by like bringing magic into little things. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly, but I feel like she does have that quality about her that like you could go to the convenience store with Mocha and it would be fun. She just strikes me as that kind of person. So I really love her. I love the dynamic that she brings to Afterglow. And yeah, I just think that she is wonderful. And then my next character in would buy their goods if I didn't spend all my money on Rinko is Arisa. I love Arisa. I think myself, maybe 5 years ago, I identify with Arisa so intensely. I think she's like a very insecure character and it manifests in aggressiveness. Not to get like technical, but I said I would say whatever the fuck I wanted in this video, but I feel like she has like very insecure attachment, and that is why she acts the way she acts, and like she's very scared that if she lets people in, they will leave her. And I very much empathize with that. I think that she's just such a wonderful character, and she has had so much character development without losing those qualities that make her Arisa. I just think she is wonderful. I love her design, and I really like her personality because it really kind of like brings the craziness of Popipa down. Like her and Saya really helped make the group less ridiculous than it could have been. Like, I feel like if Popipa only had characters like Tsugu, Tae, and Rimi not so much, but like Kasumi, not Tsugu, Kasumi and Tae, it would have been insane. And I feel like Arisa really rounds the group and like brings it down back to earth. So love me some Arisa. I think that's it for me in the row of would buy their goods if I didn't spend all my money on Rinko. So I would say these are my top 5 girls for sure. Obviously, in my mind, it's like Rinko, everyone else. Like, I really don't have eyes for anyone else but Rinko, but I do like these girls very much. So my next row is I love them, and I think this is going to be like an extensive row. So I'll begin with Rei, also known as Layer, who is literally the most underrated freaking character in all of Bang Dream. I feel like people are sleeping on her. I really respect her. To me, I think I like her because she also feels like a very well-rounded, realistic character. She's kind, she's thoughtful, she's very mature, obviously talented. I think I cannot say enough positive things about Reisa Sweden's music, but especially Rachel's voice. I'm in love with her voice, and I feel like the character really like takes the best qualities of that and puts it into like the Bang Dream universe. So I really like how mature she is, how calm she is. I feel like she has a very intimidating appearance, but she's actually very like soft-spoken and nice and thoughtful. So I really love Rei. In this row, we also have Miss Himari. She is so cute. Himari would kind of make it to my would buy their goods list if it wasn't for the fact, one thing I really dislike about Himari is that I feel like in the band stories and in a lot of like the Afterglow specific events, I feel like Afterglow low-key bullies Himari a little bit, and I wish that she would stand up to them a little bit more. I really don't like the dynamic of them like never doing hey hey ho with them. To me, sometimes it feels like Himari is more invested in the group as a whole than like the rest of them. Obviously not, but like it just feels like that a little bit. And I wish she would stand up for herself a little bit more. But aside from that, she's so sweet, so cute, so thoughtful, so funny. I feel like I really identify with like her intensity in like loving. I just love her character, and I literally stan like Tomoe and Himari together so hard. But love Himari, she is a plus. Next on my list of I love them is Tomoe. Tomoe is so cute. I think I actually did a personality test quiz to see which character from Bang Dream I would be, and it said it would be Tomoe, and I 100% agree. I think like out of all the girls, I share the most qualities with her, in the sense that she is obviously like, I wouldn't call her tomboy, but she isn't like the most feminine design of all. She's like very popular. I don't want to say that I'm popular, but like she gets along well with people, like everyone. She's very extroverted, but she's also very hardworking, cares a lot about her friends. I really love Tomoe. To me, she just feels like so warm. Like she feels like a warm character. Like I just want to hug her, and she's very comforting to me. And I love that she is kind of like not criticized, but like she has a reputation of being excessively loud, and I can really identify with that growing up. I feel like now I've really like toned it down, but I think before I used to be someone who struggled with being too loud. So I really like that about her, and I just really like her dynamic with Akko. I love how protective she is, and again, her and Himari endgame for real. Next on my list of I love them is Tsugu. So I love Tsugu. I feel like she is also very slept on. She is just so cute and sweet. She is very hardworking, kind. I feel like she's always striving to improve herself, which is a quality that I adore. She's always willing to help. She's always looking to see what she can improve in her life and the lives of others, and I just love that. I think that's what I love about Bang Dream. All the characters in my mind are always striving for self-improvement, and I feel like that's something that I don't see in people in real life. And I love that in Bang Dream, characters are always trying to assess which parts of their personality might not be the most positive or most like productive or good to others, and trying to improve on that. And it's not something that I see very often in real life. So I love that, and I think that's who really encompasses that idea of like self-improvement and seeking ways in which she can like improve herself. And I love that she's so talented and cute and beautiful, and I love her voice. She's just everything. I love me some Tsugu. And I would say that finally in my list of I love them, actually I have two more. I'm gonna put two more in my list of I love them. I'm gonna put Masuki. I think she, similarly to Tomoe, I feel like I really identify with her in the sense that she is a little bit more tomboyish and kind of like, what's the word I want? She's not very like dainty, I would say, but I really identify with the fact that she loves cute things but doesn't have the appearance of someone that would. I think I'm very like that as well. And I just love that she was kind of like the only one that really like stood up to Chuchu. I feel like I would have stood up to her even worse. Like, I feel like I would have been very vocal, but I do appreciate that Masuki was kind of like the only one that actually showed that outward aggression. I guess I kind of appreciate characters that like truly show their emotions and not just keep it in, which is also any opportunity we have to like talk about why Rinko is the best girl, which is also why I really appreciate Rinko, because in the Roselia band story in the first one, she's the one that stands up to Yukina. I mean, obviously Ako stands up to her, but Rinko is the one who really calls it out, and she's like, dude, why are you treating Ako this way? You know, and I feel like that takes so much bravery, especially towards someone like Yukina, especially in the situation where she was in, especially with her personality. Rinko's everything. Okay, I'm not talking about Rinko right now, I'm talking about Masuki, but I feel like she also has that personality where she is willing to like stand up to her values and she doesn't care what the consequences might be. I really appreciate that. She's a great drummer. I love the Maya Masuki dynamic, and she's an excellent character. So I think I will also put her there. Oh, I do have one final character that I want to put in this row. I have, I said two. Okay, I have two more. Next is Kasumi. I really do love Kasumi. Number one, I love Ayumi's voice for her. I love hearing Kasumi speak. I think she has like such a comforting, cute voice. And I think I like Kasumi a lot because although she is the stereotypical like super Genki girl, she isn't extremely overbearing with it. I think like it really could have gone south where she became like completely unrealistic, and I will talk about a character like that later. But I think she still has a head on her shoulders, and she still has feelings. She still cries, she's still hurt, she shows sadness, and I really like that. And I mean, obviously, like Kasumi is Bang Dream is Kasumi. Like, she's just such an entity, and without her we wouldn't have it what we have. And I feel she's one of those characters or like people that like, she is the one that brings people together, and we wouldn't have what we have without her. So I really love Kasumi, and I love Tomoe and Himari, and I love Arisa and Kasumi, definitely. And finally, on my I love them row, I'm gonna put Hikawa Sayo. The reason why I'm gonna put Sayo on here is that she's one of those characters that at the beginning I really didn't care for, but as I read her stories and as I saw her character development, stan, I have no other choice. I mean, she is so well-rounded. I think she's had some of the best character development in all of Bandori. She has grown so much, and I do really like that in her own way. She's also someone who doesn't compromise her ideals. Although her personality is very different from like Masuki, she's obviously very strict, very disciplined, she doesn't stray. Like, she's not afraid of like calling people out. She's not afraid of doing what's right, and I really, really appreciate that. And I also like that she's a very like goal-oriented person. I identified with that as well, and I love that she's just gonna do anything to like continue, and she's always also the kind of character to like assess her personality, assess how she's affecting others. And I just love the kind of like self-knowledge that she has. I feel like she knows herself very well, and that really translates onto the character and just makes for a super well-rounded character. And like, I'm so proud of her. I feel proud of her, of how far she's come. And again, like Arisa, like she has changed a lot, but she hasn't let go of that core personality that makes her Sayu. Like she's still kind of like a very cold kind of character, but at the same time she's become very warm. So really like Sayu. Now let's move on to the great category. I'm gonna start that out with Miss Ushigome Rimi. She is so adorable. I think the reason why I'm not placing Rimi higher is just because like I do think she's had really good character development. I love that she kind of like had the guts to pursue playing with Popipa. At the same time, I feel like she isn't incredibly well developed, and I do think that she is quite unrealistic. The one thing I adore about Rimi is like her voice. I could listen to that all day long. I think she's so adorable. She's super, super cute. I just think that she borders on too unrealistic for me. But I do think she's had some wonderful development, and I think that overall she's just like so adorable. I really like her. I feel like she might grow on me a little bit more. I feel like she might reach I love them level pretty soon, but I really do think she's great. She's so cute. Next on my list of great is Eve. I think Eve is so cute. I mean, I think she is kind of gimmicky in the sense like, oh, she's like Finnish and she's the foreigner. I do like that she is the foreigner in the way that she is and not in the Love Live way. In the Mari way, I'm glad we don't have a character that is just like randomly spouting English. I actually just remembered Choo Choo existed. Eve is just cute. Like, she doesn't strike me as like, whoo, amazing, but I think she's really nice, and I love how supportive she is of Maya. I think that's why I'm putting her in great and not good. It's because she is so supportive of Maya, and I really appreciate that because she understands. She sees the light. She sees that Maya is second best girl, not first, and she just like understands that Maya is so talented, and I love how supportive she is. She's hardworking. She has a lot of interests. Yeah, I just think she's overall a great character. I just don't think she's like particularly incredibly interesting. Next on great, I have Saya, and I just think Saya is like so good. But for example, to me, Rinko and Maya and Chisato seem very realistic, but like larger than life, like extra special in a sense. And to me, Saya just feels very ordinary. So like on the opposite, and I know I said I don't like very like crazy kooky characters, but at the same time I feel like Saya is like maybe too normal. Like she's very nice. She's really cute, really kind, really helpful, really important to the story of Bang Dream and Popipa, obviously. But yeah, like just like Eve, I feel like she's really nice, she's cute. I have like no qualms about her, but I also don't particularly feel super intensely about her, but she is great. She is. Next on my list is Roka. I think she's really cute. I feel like they overdo it with her with the Popipa stuff. But she's really cute. Again, I love the duality of like how she's such a cute character, but she's also such a fierce guitar player. I do stand that. But again, I feel like she's so far, I think with like the events on the game, she's gonna like evolve even more than she has in the anime. But I feel like so far she's a little bit one note. Like she's very talented and she stands Popipa and she kind of like brings them together, but I feel like she hasn't had the opportunity to like truly shine. I want to see a much more vulnerable side of her, but I still think she's great and she's so cute, and I love Rikopin. Oh my god, love. My next character in great is Ganon. I just think Ganon is like so cute. One of the only, if not the only character in Hello Happy that I like truly like. She is just like so cute and supportive, and I do think that she is a little bit too timid for my liking. I wish she was like more outspoken, but I do appreciate that she kind of like brings solace to Misaki in the craziness that is Hello Happy. I don't like that she entertains the dumb Michelle thing. I think that's one of the biggest things that I don't like about Bang Dream. The whole like Kokoro and Hagu and Kaoru don't know that Michelle is Misaki, I don't care for that narrative at all. And I hate that Kanon entertains that, but she's just so cute and sweet. I love her dynamic with Chisato. I love the notion that she's like really bad at directions. For some reason I find that really cute. But again, I also think she's very like hardworking, supportive, and overall a really, really cute character. I really like her. Next in great, I have Aya. Aya is a character that at the beginning I didn't really care for. I thought she was very like meh, like typical cutesy character. But as I started reading the band stories, I realized that she's so hardworking. She's so sweet. She really has fought hard to be where she is at. And she's very supportive. And I think she really holds like Paspare really dear to her. And despite her shortcomings, she's always striving to improve, and like I mentioned before, that is one of the qualities that most interests me in a character. So I love Aya, and I love how committed she is to her self-improvement, so she definitely had to make it to my great category. Next on my great category is Pareo. I really loved Pareo and her kind of like background story that we got to see in the anime. I love her style. Obviously, I think she's a very beautifully designed character. The only reason why Pareo isn't higher is because I hate the dynamic she has with Chuchu. I don't like the whole like servant dynamic. I think it would be really cool if they had a very close friendship in which she is a little bit more critical and in which she kind of like calls Chuchu out when she's being a piece of shit, which is like all the time. So the way I wish that kind of problem had been resolved when like Reisa Sweden was on the border of breaking up was that I wish Pareo had like actually stood up to Chuchu. I feel like Chuchu just got there and like they hugged and that was it. Like there was no true resolution or like Pareo calling Chuchu out on her shit. So I just wish, and I hope in the future, in maybe a future event, we will see Pareo standing up for herself, because that's one of the things that I don't like about her character, and that's the reason why she isn't higher, but I do really, really like her. My last great character is Ako. Ako is so adorable, so cute. I think she is the best. Like, she's a really good friend to Rindin. She obviously to Rinko, and I love how she's so young, but she's already so ambitious and so ready to like pursue her goals and improve on herself. And I love how she, in her own way, I feel like she didn't quite have the words, but like I love how she also stood up for Yukina, sorry. And I think she's one of the reasons why Rosalia is so successful, is because like she has an actual well-rounded, like bubbly personality. And I just think she's great. Again, like I don't have super intense feelings for her, but I do love me some Ako. And I love her friendship with Rinko. I wouldn't say I exactly ship them, but I do love their dynamic together. And I would say Ako is probably the biggest reason why Rinko is so kind of like out of her shell now. So yeah, love Ako, love Ako. So our next category is good. So these characters, I'm like, yeah, they're good. Sure, they're cute. First in that list is Hagu, which is actually surprising because at the beginning of me delving into the Bang Dream universe, I really didn't like Hagumi. The thing about Hagu, when she is removed from Hello Happy, I love her. I actually, if she wasn't a part of Hello Happy, I think I would put her in like I love great to I love them category. But I hate how she behaves when she's with Hello Happy. I hate the ditzy dynamic. Again, like I mentioned before, I really don't care for them. Like, Michelle is a real thing. I don't understand it. But I do think that she's so warm-hearted. She's very hardworking, energetic, cute. I love her design. I just think that, like, Hello Happy brings out like the worst parts of her, and I feel like she is so much better than that. So because of that, I have her on good. I do like her, but most of the time I can't stand her, so she will stay in good. Next in good is Lisa. I feel like people might be, if anyone is watching this, I feel like people might be surprised as to why I'm putting Lisa in good. I do like her a lot. and I think she's very cute, and I love her design, and I think she's obviously an integral part of Roselia. I love that she's not a super good musician, and that she's kind of like more realistic in the sense, because it feels like in Roselia everyone is like top tier music, and then Lisa is kind of more like just a casual player, which I think that's more realistic to most people delving into music, especially for like a high school girl band. I think she's kind of like the most realistic character. But the one thing about Lisa, and this is like so dumb, she seems a little fake to me. I feel like she would be the kind of person in real life who is like a little fake. I feel like she doesn't speak her mind often. She always tries to diffuse situations by pretending that everything is okay, rather than just speaking her mind, like Maski, or like when Rinko spoke her mind to Yukina before. I feel like she's too focused on avoiding conflict rather than getting through it, you know? So that's something that I don't quite like. And overall, like, she is really cute. I just like, to me, she's really nice, but like meh. And I also don't care for Yukina, so like their dynamic to me doesn't like do anything. So like, yeah, Lisa's cute, sure. Like, sure. The next character I would put in good is Tae. I think Tae, at the beginning, I kind of liked her. I think she's like a little bit too ditzy. I do like her dynamic with Rei, and I liked their interactions in season 3. But again, like, I just feel like I feel like Mocha and her are similar in the sense that they're both kind of like out there, and you never know what to expect from them. But with Mocha, it's in a witty way, and with Tae is just like a what way. And yeah, I don't really care for that. I think she's like nice and cute, and yeah, like meh, okay, Tae, sure, you know, she's good. Yeah, she's good. I guess that's how I feel about it. Next category is anyone surprised with my choices so far? Let me know, and let me know, are you surprised by like the people I have remaining so far? Let me know, because I'm surprised too. Okay, so next category is okay. I will start that category with Ran. And the reason why I have her in this category is because when I think about her, that's literally what I think. I'm like, yeah, okay. She's nice, she's cute in the moments when she like is helpful and stuff, but I really don't have any like super positive feelings or super negative feelings towards her. I'm not someone who super loves the stoic type characters, and yeah, I think like she's just there. I really have like no feelings about Ran, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. My next character in okay is Yukina, which I mean, they're very similar. I really don't care for Yukina as a character, and I've read all the event stories. I've really tried to like get into her, but I don't really like care for her that much. I love Ai. Like, I love her voice actress. In terms of Yukina, to me, she's like, meh. I think she's borderline rude. She would almost be in bad if it wasn't for like, I feel like she's kind of like redeemed herself in the later stories, but she's just, I feel like she's very rude. She thinks too highly of herself. And obviously that's part of like Roselia's band story, but I do feel that she's way too goal oriented, and she's one of those people who like doesn't care at the beginning, obviously not now, but like doesn't care what she has to do in order to reach her goal, and I don't like that. I think the relationships and like the experiences that you have along the way are much more important than the goal itself, and I think Yukina is like too driven, too calculating, and I just don't care for her very much. So that's Yukina. I really like the most in the English server, the most recent story with her and Lisa. I really like that she bought her that manicure set. I thought it was very thoughtful. It was kind of nice to see a more vulnerable side of Yukina, but overall she just does not inspire me in any way. Yeah, I really don't care for her. Next one in my okay tier is Misaki. I want to like Misaki. Hello Happy Band Story 2 makes me so angry. I could make probably like a 50-minute video of how angry it makes me, but it really solidified how much I dislike Hello Happy story-wise. I love their music, but story-wise, I just do not like them. And for a moment, I thought that Misaki was going to be the character that I really kind of rooted for, but I hate how she just became another person to like kiss Kokoro's ass. Yeah, I really want to like her, but at the same time, I don't like how she has kind of, she just does whatever Hello Happy wants to do. And I think that the problem with that is that I inherently don't like Hello Happy very much. But I think it's a shame. I love how kind of like realistic she has, a very like down-to-earth personality. She has a very high emotional coefficient. She really can read the room, but at the same time, I don't like that she just kind of like does whatever Kokoro wants. I don't like that. Anyway, I'm gonna put the Futaba, her name is Futaba, I think, yeah, and Nurui in okay for Morphonica, just because like I don't really care about them, but I don't dislike them. Yeah, I don't care about them, but I don't dislike them. I don't give a shit about Morphonica, quite frankly. But yeah, I know. I actually was very upset when Morphonica was first announced. I don't care for them. I don't feel like I've bonded with them yet. So for now, they're gonna be in okay. Next, I have bad. And my number one in the bad category is Hina. I really don't like Hina. I hate how she is like also she's like ditzy smart, in the sense that like she's not dumb. She's obviously very smart. She's like a prodigy in many ways, but I just don't like that very like, haha, like I never knew people like these things, or I never knew people were like this. People are so amazing. I don't care for that. Yeah, she's just, to me, is very unrealistic, borderline annoying. I really don't care for her, and I feel like Sayo is so superior. I do feel for her in the sense of like her relationship with Sayo, but like most of the time I really don't appreciate the like, I'm so different. To me, Hina seems a very like, I'm not like other girls kind of girl, but she doesn't realize it, obviously. She's just too like out there for me. I really don't appreciate Hina. Yeah, no. Like whatever, you know. Next in bad, I have Kaoru. I want to like Kaoru so badly, and I really like the more insecure. I love the Kaoru from the stories of her and Chisato when they were in school together, and I love that vulnerable, more shy, kind of like doubtful person. But I hate the character now. I feel like she's just a gimmick. I really don't like the Koneko-chan thing. I think in some events, they try to show that she is more mature than she lets on. Like when she tries talking to Misaki in that one sleepover, when Misaki has the very bad fight with her parents. In that story, I wish that Kaoru would have stopped the act for a bit and talked to Misaki truthfully and like openly, but instead she just like says a bunch of like phrases and says nothing in the end. I really don't like Kaoru, like her dynamic with Hello Happy. No, just no. I love her voice, but her character, absolutely not. Next in my bad is this girl who, what's her name, Nanami, I think? I should look up her name. She's Toko. Yeah, Toko. Yeah, I just don't care for her. Again, I don't feel like I've bonded at all with Morphonica. I'm not very interested. Yeah, so to me, she's just meh. Like, I really don't think she's interesting, both in design and personality. And I guess Nanami is the other character I would put in bad. I just, no. I really don't like her character design. I don't like her in the stories. I don't like her voice. I guess Morphonica will grow on me eventually, maybe in the future, but to me, she just seems like a knockoff Mocha in a weird way, and I don't care for her. So yeah. And now we have reached the literally no category. My number one member in the literally no category is Choo Choo. Obviously, Choo Choo is framed to be an antagonist. in both season 2 and season 3. And I just think that she, in my eyes, she hasn't redeemed herself from that. Obviously, she's very talented, but she is very bratty, very conceited, not thoughtful. I hate that kind of like, I think one of the reasons why I really dislike Choo Choo, I hate characters that randomly throw out English. I can't stand it. And I feel like it adds nothing to the story. It's nothing. Like, okay, we get it, she like studied abroad or whatever. I don't even know if she's like half Japanese or if she's like, I don't know what she is, but I don't like the throwing out English phrases. I think that's one of the things that really deters me from her. I hate how she treats Pareo. I hate how she treats everyone. I hate her competitiveness. I hate what she did to Roselia in the band contest. And I know she's one of the youngest characters. I know that she's gonna grow. I know that being a brat is part of her character, but I just don't like her. I really don't care for her. I don't care for her design. I hate the way she treats Pareo. I don't like her parts in songs generally, and I just don't care for the character at all. Elisa, who is her voice actress, I do really like her. I think her energy in concerts is wonderful. I don't fault her for Choo Choo. I think she's just doing what she has to do. But like, I also wish they would stop pushing the whole English thing. Like, I understand that she does speak English and that's great, but like in concerts when she introduces the band, I feel like she's not that confident with it, and I wish they would just do it naturally, like how it would come most naturally. To me, it just seems very forced and awkward, and I don't particularly super love the English thing. I just really don't like it. But she is very cute and I love the energy that she brings to the concerts, and yeah, she's great. I just don't like Choo Choo. Next is Mashiro. Oh my god. No, I can't stand her. Like, really. Ugh. Like, no. No. The way she treats everyone in the band story, to me, is just no. Obviously, I know we don't know enough about her to, for me to be making this kind of like character assessment. But so far, I really don't care for Mashiro. She's so uninteresting to me in character design, in the story, in everything. And my biggest qualm with Mashiro is that I understand her voice actress is very young. I understand that maybe they didn't want to go for a powerful singer like I or Rachel, but I just do not think that she has the voice to be the lead singer in a band. To me, when I think that like someone like Non-chan or like Kaoru's voice actress isn't like the front runner in a band and then she is, oh, it hurts me. It hurts me. Her voice is so weak. I don't care what anyone is saying. I think her voice is very weak. Obviously, she's very young. She has room to improve. I agree. I just think that this was like premature. I just don't understand why we have this, and I don't care for Mashiro at all. Maybe this will change in the future, but no thanks, bye. And lastly, the character that I dislike the most in all of the Bang Dream universe, again, I don't hate them because I don't think that I could hate anyone in Bang Dream. At the end of the day, I love all of them, including Mashiro. But the person that I cannot stand the least, the character that I most dislike, I literally don't care, is Kokoro. She is so obnoxious, unrealistic, annoying, inconsiderate. Oh, I can't stand her. Again, Hello Happy Band Story 2. I just think that Kokoro is just so selfish. I understand that she is like rich and like she doesn't understand, like she's woo, like she has a different mentality. She's like so positive. I don't buy it. I need vulnerability. I need to see some humanity, and Kokoro to me is just so unrealistic. She's annoying. She's so annoying, and I hate the way she treats Misaki in Band Story 2. I hate that she is like delusional. I don't like the concept of having a character that is always happy and like everything has a positive spin. That does nothing for me. And I know I've heard that there is instances of Kokoro crying, but I've never seen it. And to me, like, she's just too unrealistic. I really don't care for it. I hate that like she just gets everything she wants. And again, I hate Michelle is a real dynamic. I just think, again, she brings the worst out of Hagu and Kaoru, and to me, she's just ruins things for me. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I had a really long discussion about this on Reddit, but I just hate how overtly positive she is in the most unrealistic, annoying manner possible in humankind. And I wanted to give Kokoro chances and be like, oh, because I really disliked her right from the beginning. So I thought oh, maybe as things progress and I get into bandori more and more and more, I'm gonna like her more. But no, it hasn't changed. I still can't stand her. And hopefully in the future I will see some character development, some angst, some tears, some anger, something. But so far, as long as she remains bring smiles to everyone on earth, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stand her too much. So those are my thoughts on Kokoro. This is my list. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how it compares to what you would do. Were you surprised by some things? Are you angry about some things? I mean, I know Kokoro is one of the most popular characters, so I know that people are not gonna be into that. But yeah, I just really don't care for her. But I hope some of you felt identified, and then that maybe I explained something that you feel about your favorite character and the character that you stan. I had a lot of fun doing this. It was so long. Thank you to anyone who does watch it until the end. Please let me know of things that we have in common based on our tastes. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hopefully will bring you the Bang Dream Cafe video very soon. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!